I'm going to dive right into it, and we are going to go through this website right here, and I'm going to do a website audit and show you different elements that this website either has or does not have, and what they should be looking for to make sure that they're going to have their best return possible on their ads. There are a few key elements that I want you to apply what we're going through right now here to your own business. So first thing I always check for whenever I'm doing a website audit is making sure that we've got the pixel installed here. We do, so we are all set and good to go. If you don't have that installed, would definitely recommend with that above any other edits. All right, this is jumping out at me as a really great call out. I'm almost wondering if they could change the color of the banner though, so that this jumps out even more. But if there's any kind of free shipping, if there's any bundle and save option, anything special, that's a really great call to have this up here. All right, I love that they've got kind of this tagline right here. This very quickly shows me what this backpack Scentsy kit is about. It says your solution for on-the-go entertainment, packed with toys and activities for on-the-go fun. Okay, so we're just going through their homepage. Now, when it comes to sending ad traffic to your website, you're going to try out a couple different places. I would recommend trying your homepage, but then I would also recommend going to an actual product, like going to this pink backpack page, or going to a collection. If you have a collection of a bunch of different colors, things like that, you should try that out. Typically speaking, when I'm going right for the product, that's where I'll see the best return, but I always will test it out for my clients because sometimes I'm surprised by the results. All right, I'm going to put most of my attention heading to, I'm going to go to one of their individual product pages, but I'm going to finish just previewing the homepage here. Great, I love this. I'd probably even bold the ages 3 to 8 because what we really want to do when people come here, I want to see what the top selling product is. So that would be a question for the business owner here is this their top selling product? I want to make sure that that's front and center. I love that we've got a tagline, and we don't need to make the homepage super long, but what we need to make sure it's doing is telling who we're talking to, what this product is about, and again, featuring the top seller. If you have multiple top sellers or multiple categories, that's totally fine. But let's try to keep the homepage as minimal as possible and show them just what's most important for them to know. I love this. I think this is great. This is probably getting a little bit long. I'd encourage them to take a look at how this appears on mobile. I feel like this is a bit of scrolling for people to do. Keep in mind, many of your shoppers will come from mobile, so just making sure that this is optimized and looks good there. You might end up trimming out some of these. Okay, I love this. So they're really focusing on how this is a digital detox for kids, that this is, like non-technology related fun for them. And I feel like we could almost like combine these. And maybe even this could go on an actual product page for an individual backpack, but maybe not on here. Okay, I love this. Looks great. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the individual product pages, because if I were running ads to this brand, I would go right towards one of these products. So they've got 2 different products here, a gift card and then a Stay Clean kit. I'm just going to take a peek at this. Okay. I'm almost wondering if they would ever consider renaming this to cleaning kit. All the parents must have disposable placemats, because it's not, when I hear cleaning kit or clean kit, I think of it's going to be a kit for cleaning, but really this is, I understand the naming here. A Stay Clean kit means that we're gonna, that it's gonna be like a no mess kit. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna take a look at their backpacks though, because those are the top sellers. So one thing that's jumping out here, I probably wouldn't send traffic to this collection page just because we've got a few different products that don't feel super related. We're going to run ads right for the backpack. I'd rather go right to the backpack rather than having them see a gift card and this. One thing I'm wondering is we should always make it clear which one we want people to buy. So if this is the one that they want people to buy because it's on sale, fine. But what I'm just not quite sure about is, at quick glance, they look very similar, but the price of this one is more. But this one's limited edition, so maybe just kind of even playing around with, like, if this is a top seller, maybe swapping out that to top seller, or if there's a way that we can show that this has more in it than this. I can see that maybe there's a couple more things, but it's not super clear because the layouts look pretty similar. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to take a look at this limited edition lavender backpack. Okay. All right, so first, let's take a look at images. All of these images at quick glance look really, really similar, and I'd actually like them to be quite different. So this is, looking at the backpack, everything. And I have a feeling that these are probably, I noted when kind of quick scanning through this, they have a basic, premium, and deluxe version. So if that's what these different images are, I'd recommend that the business owner go ahead and actually, make a graphic that says deluxe backpack, basic backpack, premium backpack. Because right now I don't really know, I can't tell. I'm coming here for quick information and make a quick decision, and I can't do that based on what I'm seeing here. Another thing that I would love would be, let's see kids using it. Let's see kids wearing the backpack, using it. What about my 3-year-old? What about my 8-year-old? How will this backpack look on them? How big? How small is it? I think that we could even get product images of close-up of the zippers. And I want you to apply this to your own brand as well. Think of all of the different uses that people have for your product. Let's show what makes yours different. If this is, like maybe it's a what would you call it, like a zipper that's not going to get stuck. Let's show that. Let's show the different pouches. I want to see what the straps look like. Is it machine washable? I kind of want to see any details that we can possible here in these images. Okay, love this. So we've got 3 different options, and the Stay Clean kit is available in the premium and deluxe. I'm thinking let's do a hyperlink here. So if you're doing any bundling and saving or trying to get them to upsell to something else, let's go ahead and hyperlink that. All right. Okay, so I see that we've got 0 reviews here. I would actually move the reviews up top. So that will be a quick thing that will catch people's attention. And what I'll say is that if they don't have any reviews for any products, see what you can do to gather reviews from past purchasers, or if it can be gifted in exchange for an honest review. Really leave that up to you on how you want to gather those if you don't have them. But there are also some apps that I've seen used too that if you don't have reviews for this specific product, it'll gather in reviews of other products you have, and you could have a heading that says, we don't have reviews for this product yet, but see what people are saying about Scentsy Kids, and then we can show other reviews that are there. But let's also make sure that this is moved up. Basically, I don't want to see any of this information before the review. And I think that this is good that we've got basic, premium, deluxe, ages, and themed. I think that's perfect. We would move that up before any of this. And then when it comes to these, I kind of want to see this down below. And I'd also love to see it in a visual way. So one thing I want you to think about is, for your brand, if you have something that takes a little bit more explaining, or there's certain features you want to highlight, let's not do it here. Let's see instead if we can build out some sections down below. So this feels a little bit more like a landing page and less like just a product page. Because I love sections below, and I think that this brand could have a fun time, creating little icons that show what's the difference between the basic, premium, and deluxe. Because right now, this will be too much for people to read through. Some people will read it, but honestly, online shoppers like to get their quick info, make their decision, and move on, and this requires a lot of reading. So I'd say let's see what we can do to create, again, a section down below. I'd love to see kids playing with the product, and then us breaking down really what's going to be the difference between these. And then I think you could also have fun creating some little icons and graphics for this as well. All right, they have their FAQ, choking hazard, I think that's good. Shipping, how about returns? I'm gonna see if they mention. They don't have anything about returns. That would be, I'm assuming, an FAQ. Okay, so we've got all this down below. The toys included. I don't see anything about returns. So that would be something for them to add, even if it's just like a small little asterisk. All right, that's good that they've got their Instagram hooked down here. If they've got a Facebook, I would say that as well. And then very last thing is I'm going to go through, and one thing I'm thinking about, this is a really nice price point for a product. I'm wondering how else we could encourage people to bundle and save. That's kind of something that I want you to think about for your brand too, is they're obviously they have the Stay Clean kit, but there's some kind of app or widget that can be installed so that when people click add to cart, that it pops out and asks them, do you want to add the Scentsy kit for only $12 instead of $15 or whatever it might be. You have to figure out, like what makes sense for your brand. But that's one way that we could definitely increase that average order value to get a better return. Okay, so free shipping. If you don't have free shipping, but maybe you have a $100 free shipping threshold, that could be, I've seen kind of like apps as well that will go ahead and say that here, you're $30 away from free shipping or whatever it might be. Go through, make sure we don't have any hiccups. Yep, this all looks good. All right, so there you have it. I hope that this was helpful and that you're able to apply some of this to your own brand.